Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Luke and welcome to another video. Now, this video is going to be something that's slightly different than the normal gaming videos I do. Years ago, like 8 years ago, I used to play a game called Yuya, and I've decided after seeing other people play it that I actually want to go and get back into it. I've got a couple of old cards that my dad used to have because he played it as well, and there's only like 18 cards that we have. So I went out and I purchased a starter deck, and I'm going to do a unboxing for you. I bought this off Amazon. It's a 2-player starter deck. It's the Yuya and Declan starter deck. Now, I'm not too familiar with the new cards, seeing as it has been about 8 years since I last played the game. But I do want to get back into it, and hopefully I can do unboxing videos because I do like unboxing stuff, and it's been a while since I've done, if I ever have on the channel, done any unboxing videos. So I will try and do some more Yu-Gi-Oh unboxing videos if you guys want that. I am thinking of getting a £40 the premium gold first edition box that has 5 mini boxes in with 3 booster packs in each one, that you get like the shinies and the ultra rares. I do need to get back into the game and learn everything over again. And if this video is not as professional as it should be, that's because I'm using my iPhone to record, and also my iPhone is currently on 3 or 4 books and like set up on some book thing to stop it falling down. So I am going to be getting a little tripod, and I'll get like a mat for my desk and everything, so it will look more professional later on. I might also add a webcam in later on, like for my face, if you guys wanted that, but that's going to be like down the line type of stuff. And hopefully these can get some views, get me some more money, so I can do more openings for you guys. And yeah, so the box for this is a little bit dented. You can see just on the corner there, it's not the best condition, but I got it off Amazon for £7. It's Amazon Prime, ordered it yesterday, it came today. So I decided to get this deck just because I only have basically my cousin who I can play with at the minute. I'm not sure whether I will go to any tournaments or anything like that. Probably not. This is probably going to be more like collecting cards, openings, and just like a play around with like my dad or my cousin every now and then. So yeah, but I chose this one because it can be played as a 2-player starter deck, so it's 2 separate decks, or it can be put together as 1 full deck. So let's open this up. Now, would have been better if I had like a knife or something, but I'm just gonna completely tear this up. And when I say tear, I literally mean tear the top off. Now, I'm going to start collecting like boxes and everything. I'll start doing that in the next unboxing. So let's open this up. And before we actually take a look at what's actually in the deck, let's look on the back of the box. So it's kind of hard. You got the 2 pictures of cards at the top. It contains brand new cards, and it has a list of what each deck involves, if it focuses properly. And then each deck has a little list. So it says here that this 2-player starter deck includes 38 common cards, 2 super rare cards, 2 ultra rare cards, 1 beginner's guide, and 2 deluxe game mats. So it's got pretty much everything you need to get started with the game, and it's at a really affordable price of £7. So if you are looking to get into the game like I am after a few years, then I'd probably recommend getting a deck like this, because well, at least get a starter deck if you forgot all the rules and everything, because it has game mats and a guide to help you in. So I'm going to put the box to the side, and then we got the stuff. So if we just open this up pretty easily, and sorry about whatever that was, I think, yeah, my keyboard just decided to die on me. So if we just put the cards there. So we've got a little beginner's guide. This will tell you some rules and stuff, so if you don't know the rules, you can read through this. So I'm gonna try to take a read through this after the video, because I don't really understand the rules of the game anymore. It has been 8 years or so. So put that away. And you also get 2 pretty nice game mats. So open it up. If I just move everything over a bit, as I drop everything at the same time. Always useful. Now, game mats, I used to love game mats. I only had the basic ones, but you know. So this one looks pretty cool. You've got, now I like the basic ones better just because like I could understand everything so much easier. But this one, it's got some nice artwork on. You've got your field zone. I can't really read what that is. It says pen something. Been a while since I played the game, so bear with me. You've got the field zone, the pen area, whatever that is. You've got the extra deck zone. You've got your 5 monster slots across the top here. You've got your spell and trap area on the bottom. You've got on the right hand side, you've got your graveyard at the top. Random slot here, I'm not sure if you can use that, and your deck slot at the bottom. So very basic game mat with some nice designs on. I will be using this when I play games, so just put that over there. So that this is Declan's. Sorry, I'm being retarded. This, I'm not sure whose this one is. I'm gonna say probably Yuya's. I'll say his name right, or their name right. And then you've also got this game mat. This one looks like a darker game mat. This one looks more like if you have a darkish type deck that you're going to be playing with, that you'd probably use this type of mat. So, sorry if I get the people wrong, but I'm going to guess this is Declan or something. So, again, really nice artwork on this. As you can see, just like the dragon or whatever that is, and the person. You also have field zone. This one you can actually see, this is like Pendium or something zone now. You got the extra deck zone down here on the right, so you can't really see that. So there, monster cards on top, and trap and spell cards there. And move this over, you got your graveyard, and a deck zone on the bottom. So pretty basic stuff again. You don't really have to be an expert to understand the game mat. So if we just fold this back up and put that to the side, we can now get on to the main part of why we got the starter deck, and that's going to be for the cards. And you can see you have a front and a back, and there's 2 cards facing each way. These are the main cards in the deck, and the deck's going to be split down the middle. That's going to be one deck behind that, and then somewhere along the middle is going to be probably a card, and then you've got the other half of the deck here. So this could be classed as one full deck, or it could be classed as 2 single decks, which are slightly smaller than what your average deck would be like. I believe this has like 40 cards in total, I think it said. We just double check on the box. 38 common, 2 super rare, 2 ultra rare. So you've got 42 cards actually in this deck if you play it as one total deck, or you have 21 card decks if you play double decks. And now what you could do as well as using these as single decks and double decks, if you have a double deck you can just buy booster packs or just buy single cards to customize your deck to whatever you want. Now I'm gonna open this up if I can. Should be pretty. Okay. Put the rubbish to the side and try not to knock this down. This video has been going on for a while. So let's take a look at these cards. So you've got the Odd Eyes Saber Dragon. That looks like a pretty good card. Try and focus that. Don't think that's going to focus. And there we are. Okay. So if this card is in your hand, you can tribute one light monster, send one Odd Eyes Dragon from your hand, deck, or your side of the field to the graveyard, and if you do, special summon this card. When this card destroys a monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, you can destroy one monster your opponent controls. Now that is a pretty damn good card. And looking at this card already, I've already damaged it, which is not too good. If you can see at the top, you can see it's a bit flimsy. I'm not sure whether I've done that or that's just how it came, because I did open it with care. So we're going to put that card there, and then that's the ultra rare for this first deck, and the super rare is going to be a Dark Hole. So destroy all monsters on the field. Not a bad card. And then you get your normal monsters. You got Alexandrite Dragon, Mystical Elf, Odd Eyes Dragon, Cyber Dragon, Herald of Creation, Mirage Dragon, Mahavelo, Ancient Dragon, Duck and Mobile Cannon, Skell Angel, the Calculator. So you've got some of your monsters there. Now we're going to move on to the spells. So you've got a Mystical Typhoon, a Rush Recklessly, a Black Pendant, a Malevolent Nuzzler. So not many spells in your deck. You've probably got like 6. The traps, you've got Trap Hole, love that card. You've got Pinpoint Guard, Call of the Haunted, and Negate Attack. Negate Attack, I always used to love using that card. And that's the first deck completed, and then you've just got a little card here. So just a little card, don't really need that. And then this is the second deck. The decks are quite small. So you've got your normal monsters, you've got Beast of Tower, Archfiend Soldier, Vice Dragon, Goblin Elite Attack Force, Axe Dragon Ute, Mad Archfiend, Fabled Ashen Veil, Theron Nightmare, Bright Star Dragon, Exploder Dragon, and Grey Squirmer. For the second deck monsters, put them just in front of them. For the spells, you've got Smashing Ground, another Mystical Space Typhoon, an Axe of Despair, and a Banner of Courage. For your trap cards, you have a Magic Cylinder, which isn't too bad. I remember this card. So when an opponent's monster declares an attack, target the attacking monster, negate the attack, and if you do, inflict damage to your opponent equal to this attack. So that is a pretty good card. You have a Dust Tornado, a Mask of Weakness, and a Call of the Haunted card for your traps for the second deck. And now for the Ultra and the Super, you have the DDD Dragon King Pendragon. So if this card is in your hand, you can tribute one Dragon type monster and one other Fiend type monster from your hand and or start of the field. Special summon this card. Once per turn, you can discard one card. This card gains 500 attack. Then you can destroy one spell/trap card on the field. This attack increase will last until the end of this turn. So that's not too bad. And there we go. Okay, you get a super rare Mirror Force, and Mirror Force is an insane card. I remember I loved this card. So this one, when an opponent's monster declares an attack, destroy all attack position monsters your opponent controls. So I remember what attack is. Attack is when it's like vertical like that on the field, and defense is on its side. I remember that much. So you've got some pretty nice cards. It's nice to actually see some of the older cards that I used to play with in this deck. I do remember some of these cards, so I'm just gonna move everything over because you can't really see everything. So you got 42 cards. Your ultra rares are the two main monsters, and yeah, so, and your super rares are a spell and a trap card, which are both really good cards, and I reckon this deck would be quite powerful as a single deck, and even as two separate decks. You're gonna look pretty unstoppable, especially with like Mirror Force. Mirror Force is like an insane card. So that's the opening now. Sorry this took like longer than expected. I had a trouble opening the actual cards. The box was a bit broke, but the cards inside weren't damaged except for the one that I accidentally damaged. For £7 to get into the game, you get some decent cards in the deck, and it will get you into the game at a relatively cheap price. So if you do want to get into Yu-Gi-Oh like I have, then do check this out. I got mine off Amazon Prime. You can get it off eBay as well. And if you do want to see more unboxings, I will be getting faster and faster going through some. It's just, this was my first one, and I tried not knocking over this book pile thing with all my iPhone on, and yeah, it's kind of a bit weird. So I will get a tripod to make it look more professional, because you can't really see everything, and I will get a mat and everything to put on my desk, so you can feel like it's more of an opening. So the next one, I'm not sure whether I'm going to do like some boosters, like spend £20 and just get some boosters and see what I get, or get the £40 gold premium first edition box where you can get like Exodius, I think that's how you say his name, and you can get like ultra rares, and I'm not sure if it's Starfall or whatever, but they're like really shiny cards. But yeah, so I'm gonna go and put these cards into a folder so they don't get any more damaged, and I will be getting some sleeves to put all the cards in. But this deck, it looks pretty damn good. So if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, comment on the video of what I should open next. I don't have much money, but like every month I should be able to do at least one opening, because I get enough to get something at least half decent from just YouTube money. So if you do want to see me open more, I will be getting faster, by the way, and like I will know more later on about the game, so I know what cards will be good, etc. Then do comment down below of what I should do, and I'll keep a note of what like you guys are suggesting that I should do and that kind of stuff. But yeah, that's the video done. Sorry it took so long. So leave a like, comment and subscribe. Peace. I can tell you what I never ever said to her.